You will watch as I farm and crash an entire currency to cause crashing you thought you could never see. Then, when chisels hit 100 to 1, you will truly understand the depths of our farm. We will fulfill the heist destiny. We will destroy the chisel market. And when it is done, when chisels are in ashes, then you have my permission to stop farming.
That's a good one. And how people did it is somebody got a good one. Oh, another Bandiri? Oh my god. I fucking love you, Grandpa. Oh, it finally happened. Oh, that's so good. Dude, this is such easy money right now. You can make upwards of like 5 exalts per hour on a slow minion build, man. I'm just running around with Syndicate Operatives. I'm not even using Headhunter to go zoom. I'm not even using my Herald of Ash. I'm just chilling with my minions, chilling with you guys. It is amazing. Yesterday, you can see I made 2,900, right? I got a little lucky on the skittering. Let's just take 100 off, okay? It's about 2,900 chaos yesterday. Just running 10 of these blueprint grand heists. I bought these fossils at 150 chaos each. That means I made about 1,400 chaos in pure profit. Over 5 hours of casual playing. I was splitting these blueprints for you guys as well. So I wasn't even pumping and juicing as fast as I could go. I was kind of just relaxing, right? This is so easy, so stress-free. It's not like delirium map farming where you gotta go fast, there's beyond monsters coming. No, you just open the doors, you're relaxing, right? You're just watching something and making 5x per hour. It's crazy, dude. The best part is this is raw currency. Look at all this, man. It's Exalts, Chaos, Scours, Ancient Orbs, GCPs, Fusing Fall. Right, look at this, dude. I don't have to trade maps, dude. I love it. I don't have to sell maps, fragments, essences, fossils, div cards. Nothing, dude. It's just raw currency. It's awesome. It's amazing. And even better, it's still bugged. It's still bugged somehow. All right? They still have to fix these brooches. We can get up to 45% chance to duplicate contained currency. Dude, that's like 45% more of everything, right? More exalts, chaos, everything. That's crazy, dude. They still haven't fixed that. As soon as that comes in, we're going to be making like 7, 8, maybe even 10 exalts per hour. All right, let's talk about how much money exactly you will need to do this. So you're going to need about 200 chaos for the split beast because you want to get a split of my copy of the contract. If you hit me up in game at Tripolar Bear, I can give you a copy of my blueprint that has 17 currency rewards. Now, we'll talk about this later, but this blueprint is very, very good. 17 currency chests is how we are making all of our money, and the heist target at the end is currency or a Thief's Trinket, and you can get very lucky and get one of these good Thief's Trinkets. You need 200 chaos to buy a Phenomenal Plague Arachnid. You need to get one of these. Now, they might be coming down in price, right? It's not going to be 200 for too long, but you need to buy one of these, and then you can message me in-game, trade me the beast, and I'll make a copy of my 17 currency reward blueprint for you. Now, all of the rewards are going to stay exactly the same on the split, and even better, all of the reveals, right? Look at that. 4 out of 4 wings revealed, 8 escape routes, 28 reward rooms revealed, right? All of the reveals are already done, so you don't have to spend any rogue markers. It is amazing. All you need to do is pay the travel fee for your 6 followers to come along with you, which is about 2,000 rogue markers. Man, that's nothing. For a huge, thick blueprint, that is nothing. All right, so we have 200 chaos for the split beast, and you want to have about 60 for your follower gear. Now, that is the base, right? That's the base cost, about 260 chaos. Now, you don't have to get a Regal to Exalt Trinket. They're just really, really good, right? The 2% Regal to Exalt Trinket is such value. Right here, I still have my old one. 2% chance in heists, this bottom line, for Regal orbs to drop as Exalted orbs instead. This is so, so good because if we look at my Exilence next, we sort by Regals. I got 288 Regals yesterday. So 288 times 0.02, right? 2%. That means I got about, let's round down. I got 5 Exalts just from my trinket alone. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. It already is going to pay for itself after like 1 day of grand heisting. That's insane, man. All right, so you don't need it, right? I would still be making mad cash without this, but I'm just making even more, right? Why not make a little bit more, right? 22 Exalts for the 3%, right? That's a little pricey, and then 90 Exalts for the 4%. That's a little bit too much, but just 450 chaos for the 2%er, that's totally fine, all right? And then you need 185 for each fractured fossil, right? It needs to be fractured fossil creating a mirrored copy. Now, we'll talk about this later, all right? Let's just talk about the price real quick. These are about 178. They're probably going to hit 180. They're really climbing because this is super profitable, all right? So it's about 185 for each fractured copy. And then we'll talk about it later, but you want to use corroded fossils or metallic, depending on which reflect you don't want, because you cannot use currency on a mirrored item. We'll talk about that in a bit, though. All right, so 200 for the split beast, 185 for each fracture copy. It is expensive, but I guarantee you're going to be making your money back 100%. Now, if you only do one, yeah, maybe if you only do one, you might get a little unlucky on some chests. But if you do 5 or more of these, I 100% tripolar bear seal of approval and guarantee your money back. All right, I promise you're going to be making your money, because I did 10 of these yesterday, right? I did 10 of them myself. I stashed it all. I didn't get a bunch of lucky Exalts, right? I mean, we did 10 grand heists. That's 40 wings, right? 40 grand heist wings. All right, this is about what you're going to be making as well. Next is the follower gear, okay? You need about 60 chaos, give or take. It's probably going to be a little bit less, but about 60 chaos. You want 6 sets of cloak for my blueprint. Maybe a blueprint from somebody else will be a little bit different. You won't be taking 6 people, but for me, I'm taking 6 different people. I need 6 different cloaks. The cloaks are very good because they have an implicit, right? 5% reduced raising of alert level, that very top line, and the bottom reduced raising of alert level from opening chests, right? 2 from the bottom, that's all you need, all right? Everything else on the cloak does not matter. You just need reduced raising of alert level from opening chests. I will have all of the gear links and all of the links for what you need down in the description as well. I'm going to have them all. So you can just click the link. It'll take you straight to the Path of Exile trade website. You buy all of the gear you need, right? Just buy 6 of them. Buy 6 of the brooches. Then you don't have to go and type everything in, right? I'm going to search it for you. I'm giving you the link. All you need to do is click it and buy the follower gear. So the cloak, we need 10% reduced raising of alert level from opening chests, at least, right? You can do 8, you can do 9 if you don't have too much money. But you want to have this so that you can open all of the currency chests at least. And then maybe if you get enough reduced alert level, you can open some of those other ones like a fragment or a unique and maybe get a little bit lucky, all right? You got to have at least some cloaks with this though, or you won't be able to open all the currency ones. Next, we need 6 brooches at about 5 chaos each. Right now, the brooch is bugged. We talked about this just a little bit ago. Heist chests have a 9% chance to duplicate contained currency. This does not work right now. These are not working, and they are bugged. So you might as well buy them now before they fix them, and everyone will want to buy up all of the brooches now that they're fixed, right? Buy them now before it gets fixed, and so you can have them when it does get fixed. You can start rolling in even more money. It's going to be crazy. Right now, you don't really need this, though. So if you have to skimp somewhere, you can skimp on the brooch. You don't need it. It's just going to be super nice to have when they randomly fix it. I don't know when. Nobody knows when. It's just going to rando happen, and the brooches are going to start working, and we're going to start printing about 45% more Exalts. It's going to be crazy. All right, and for your followers, you are going to want them to be level 5. We need Karst at level 5 lockpicking, Tibbs at level 5 destruction, Talina level 5 agility. We want Gianna at level 5 deception, Isla at level 5 engineering, and Vendiri at level 5 demolition. These are all of the people we're going to use, and we need cloaks, brooches, and at least level 5 on all of them. Now, we want level 5 because it gives them a lot more bonuses. Some of these people, right, it only requires demolition 2 or agility 4, brute force 3, right? You can get away with doing them a little bit lower of a level, but honestly, you want to have them as high as possible, especially Karst, right? less raising of alert level from opening reward chests. That is very, very important. All right, at least get Karst and Vendiri up all the way. Vendiri is wild. Heist chests have a 20% chance to duplicate their contents. That is crazy. And his more raising of alert level, you don't even feel this, right? Vendiri is just wild. He's just going to dupe all of your chests. And it is awesome when you get one of those Exalts and then it drops again, dude. It's such an amazing feeling. It is so nice when he procs on your chests. All right, so let's talk about what to do after you buy your Phenomenal Plagued Arachnid. You trade it to me, I give you a split copy, all right? Let's pretend this is the split copy. It's going to be exactly the same as mine. All the rewards are the same. It's all going to be revealed, right? You don't have to pay any rogue markers to reveal anything. Put it in here, all right? Make sure this is safe, okay? This is your baby. You need to keep this blueprint safe, okay? Buy at least a 2-socket resonator, all right? For me, my minions are doing only elemental damage, so I don't have to worry about Fizz Reflect. If you're only doing elemental or only doing Fizz, you need a 2-socket resonator. Now, if you're doing both, right? Maybe you're doing some Fizz and some elemental damage, and you're worried about Fizz and elemental reflect, right? You can't do either of them. Then you need to do a 3-socket resonator that you can make sure when you create the mirrored copy, it will not have reflect. You need to guarantee that. So I'm going to create a fractured copy of my blueprint. And since I do elemental, and since my specters do only elemental damage, I'm going to use a corroded fossil. This is last line here on the bottom, no elemental modifiers. That means there's going to be no LE reflect, no elemental reflect, where my specters would just die right away because they do only elemental damage. Now, if you're a pure physical build, you are going to use a metallic fossil, no physical modifiers. This means you will not get physical reflect, which is very nice. Now, you can still get like no regen or something like that. Honestly, on the no regen maps, I just put a mana flask on and I'm totally fine. You just need to have a mana flask ready for when you accidentally roll into no regen. Or you could use a 3-socket resonator, but then it costs, a little bit more. I don't mind the mana flask, okay? It's not too bad. There is some bad mods that you could get on here, like lockdown occurs immediately upon reaching 100% alert level. That kind of sucks, but you just have to play around that a little bit and make sure that you don't push your alert level too far on that one grand heist. It's not going to brick it. Truly, the only thing that would brick it is reflect, because we can't do anything about reflect in a blueprint. So, I'm going to take my fractured fossil, which creates a mirrored copy. I put it in one of the resonator spots, and I'm going to take my corroded fossil, because no elemental modifiers is exactly what I want. And it's going to create a mirrored copy with no elemental modifiers, okay? So let's go ahead and create a mirrored copy. So regal it, and then create a mirrored copy. It doesn't matter what's rolled on here. It re-rolls it anyway, okay? So let's see. It's going to re-roll it, and I'm going to get a mirrored copy of my blueprint. All right, it re-rolled to have poison on hit and a bunch of other stuff. It doesn't really matter. All right, you see the last line on this one is mirrored, right? It's an exact mirror of that. You can kind of see it flopped over. All right, so I take my mirrored one, leaving the original in here, right? Because I need to make copies of this. And since it's mirrored, you can't use currency on it, right? Item is mirrored. You can't use anything. This is why we need to make sure it doesn't get reflect on it when we do that, because it randomly re-rolls it, right? I can't corrupt it. I can't do anything. All right, you can't even scour it. It's mirrored, all right? It's locked in. So let's go down to the planning room, and now making sure it's the mirrored one, we put it on the planning table, and look at this. Everything's revealed still because it was a mirrored copy and a split copy of the blueprint that had everything revealed, so everything remains revealed. All right, we do Tulina when we have to, Isla, and then we'll do Gianna. When we can, we'll do Vendiri, and look at this one. This one is for agility, but we only need level 2. So we can do Karst here, right? We do Karst whenever we can. We do Tulina when we have to. All right, more Gianna. When we can, we do Vendiri, but Vendiri doesn't have enough engineering. So we'll do Isla, and we'll do Tulina. We'll do Vendiri here, right? Because engineering 2 is good enough here. Vendiri, Karst, and Tibbs. Okay, you have to come down here and put all these people here. All right, and really quickly, this is going to be a min-max later on. These items are too expensive, but you can, now that they fixed it, get plus job levels. All right, requires agility 4. You can technically get +1 job level and +1 agility on Karst. It's so expensive, it's not worth it right now, but later on, this might be a viable thing, okay? And then you can get Karst at level 4 agility using Karst instead of Tulina whenever you can. But for now, you got to do Tulina. Same with Isla and Vendiri, right? If Vendiri had engineering 4, I would way rather use him than Isla, but it's totally fine. I'm just going to use Isla. Having that increased lockdown, right? 50% increased time before lockdown. That is really good. That is totally fine. All right, now I make sure it's the mirrored copy, and I confirm. All right, the blueprint is now confirmed. So now we can go over here. We can prepare the grand heist. All right, and look at that. Everything's revealed. It's all ready. The only marker cost you have to pay is the cost for the travel, the hiring, and then the rings cut, right? It's about 2 to 3K every time. That's all you need to do to pay for your rogue markers. All right. I hope this was a good enough jumpstart for you guys. We talked about the fossils you need. We talked about the gear your followers need. Talked about the cost and the profit, all right? Fractured fossils are going to keep going up for a little bit, even if they hit like 220 chaos each, right? That's such a large price hike. Even if they hit that, I made 2,900, all right? If they went up to all the way up to 220, okay? It would have cost 2,200. I would have made 700 chaos over about 5 hours of super slow, right? Probably more realistic would be like 4-ish hours. That's still 175 chaos per hour, which equals out to be about 2.8 exalts per hour, which is still not bad, right? You're still going to make tons of money, even if these fractured fossils skyrocket all the way up. And this is for slow gameplay. You guys can juice your builds and go super fast, get a bunch of job speed on all of your characters, and you can blast this, right? That's 2.8x of super high price fractured fossils and super slow casual gameplay, okay? You guys can make so much more than me, all right? If you need a split copy of this blueprint, catch me while I'm streaming, catch me when I'm online, all right? At me, Tripolar Bear. B-E-A-R or B-A-R-E. Either spelling will be forwarded to me, and I will get you a split copy of this blueprint so we can all crash the chisel market, all right? That is all I want to do. Look at this. Chisels are 22 to 1 right now, okay? I want you guys to help me get chisels to 100 to 1, okay? I want people to never want to buy chisels, okay? We need to crash everything.